What's up, people? Hello and welcome to Step Up Spurs. And today I'm your host Elias, uh, doing the post-match show for the Crystal Palace versus Tottenham game. And I've got a few guests here joining me from Tottenham, and we've got an Arsenal fan from Minerals FC joining us as well. So we'll be talking about the different aspects of the game full of like the ups and downs and the usual drama that we all always feature. And yeah, we may go into some heated debates because I early on Dietrich and I were already on a stream and we were sort of like debating about a particular topic, and we may continue all of that here. But first of all, let's pick everyone up in the chat. We've got Eugene, big up Eugene, and thanks for sending your crowd over. We've got Jose, big up. Thanks to Jose and Colin as well, as they also directed their crowd over here, and big up Minerals, who has also joined us. So yeah, I've got a lot to say about the game, but let's listen from our guests first of all. First of all, Dietrich, what are your thoughts on the game?
We don't. I was actually the biggest bore fest I've ever seen in my life. We don't deserve the. We don't deserve anything except a draw. I'm sick and tired watching this Spurs team. We had 2 weeks to prepare, but and nothing changed again with the Wolves game. Honestly, I don't trust this manager. I think he's a bum, and I'm sick and tired of his comments at every fucking post-match games. And I hope we continue. No. Honestly, I don't wish bad on my team, but honestly, if this performance keep on happening, which I know they will, please people turn on him. I'm sick and tired of this guy. I'm sick.
So you'd rather he get a sack
I
in a
would
way?
rather we don't make nothing. We finish seven. Terrible performance. We keep on losing, so we can get sacked and we can get a better manager and start over again.
Oh my god.
hmm
Uh, okay, thanks for a very positive reply. Scott, what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I'll bring the positivity that you're looking for. I thought overall it was a pretty poor performance by us. We were able to get by thanks to Palace being pretty mediocre at best. I'll try to be kind to them. I think we got by because it was Palace. Against many other teams, we would not have been able to win. But hey, we got the 3 points. For me, when I'm looking at this team with a bigger outlook, because I'm not interested in just being able to beat Palace. I want us to compete for trophies. I want us to compete for the titles. And I think what this has shown us is what we probably already all knew, or at least Dietrich and I knew, is that the front three is not good enough. And we need to upgrade the front three. That doesn't just mean we also need to upgrade the midfield and we need to upgrade our depth as well. But I think what this game really showed to me is that front three, bar Sun, is not close to good enough. But hey, we got 3 points, so we can ignore all that and celebrate
But even
the victory.
but even Son, I love him to death. But even him, I don't see him as a striker person. I don't see him.
Yeah, Son's not a striker. Son's more of a left winger, Dietrich,
No,
isn't
he's not a left winger for me. He reminds me a bit of Kane. Like he should just like play as a second striker,
he? Yeah,
like
she
an
plays a,
attacking mid ish.
yeah, yeah, like
I
that as well.
I would
That's
rather see Sun in a front two than a front three, to be honest, at this
a
point.
hundred
But
percent. Yeah, 100%.
If
but
that's the
it's not going
case,
to happen.
that's the case. That would he have scored that chance when and missed?
Well, he scored the third goal, so
Yeah,
clearly he can.
the third goal. That's what we talked about on Eugene's channel. Is if you look at the difference when Werner was going in, you could see he was nervous. He didn't know what to do, so he just kept running until he gave the goalie a great chance to save it, right? Whereas Sun knew exactly what he wanted to do, put that ball in the back of the net, gave Johnson no chance at all, and that's the difference. Sun, you could tell the difference between a player who has quality and confidence versus a player who has no quality and no confidence.
And
So
you see the
100% Sun would have scored that goal.
and you see what's funny with Son's goal. When he went through the goalie instead of going like he started bottom right, and the goalie dived on the left, so he actually tricked the goalie. But then when you see
Mhm.
Werner, the goalie is like, "No, I know you're gonna because you have no confidence of shooting. You're gonna try and run past me."
Exactly.
And
The
everyone at the
goalkeeper.
stadium, even on the what's it called, the YouTube chats, the watch alongs, everyone when they said Werner was through there, everyone was like, "No, he's not gonna score."
Yeah, but guys,
The,
I, I just want to go on a little bit on the Suns position one. I think that all the entire season, I think we have been sort of like crying out in a way for a striker when the transfer window started, and then when we didn't get a striker, in a way we were like, okay, we had to deal with Richarlison, and then we were like, okay, let's try putting Son in the middle, and comparatively, Son in the middle has been better than Richarlison in the middle. Do we all sort of like agree with it?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I mean,
Against
Son is better than Richarlison, so he's going to be better no matter where you play Son. But yeah, he's
Yeah.
against a team like Palace we saw today, if they didn't make the mistake and they were still 1-0 up, that game is not made for Son as striker.
Sorry.
Exactly.
I'm saying like against a low block, Son is not the right person to have as striker. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's a
Yeah,
bad player. No, I'm just saying like that for against a team that plays a low block, Son should be on the wing.
yeah, Son should be on the wing against teams that play a low
But
block.
Richarlison, like he's gonna get headers. So
Yeah, Richarlison knows how to play with the center backs, but again, the Son as well. Do you think that he's clicked into gear? Do you think that his form should be enough to get you top four?
Fair play. Actually,
no,
I
we're not
personally,
getting top four. We're not.
we're not
sorry.
getting
We're not
we're
passing
not
Villa.
we're
We're
not
not getting
top
top
four.
four.
No, I think
We're
we
not going
can.
to finish
I
ahead
think
of
we can.
Villa. No chance.
I'm not too concerned about it.
Did you see the last the last 7 games that we have at the end of the season? Just go and watch and enjoy.
I think we will.
Beat
I think we will
Arsenal,
definitely cross Villa. I think we will cross Villa.
beat Liverpool away, beat what's his name City, beat what's it called Chelsea away, Arsenal at home. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy, bro.
Arsenal at home, definitely. I think we will win it.
You
Villa also.
struggle. We struggled
Okay, Villa
against
are
Palace.
currently playing. Villa are currently playing Luton. Let's see how they do there as well. So we will have sort of an idea there as well. But I think Villa will definitely drop some points unnecessarily here and there as well, because they have to play now the Conference League as well. Plus, they
Yeah,
also have tricky games. They have West Ham away, they have City away, they have Arsenal away. They have to play Chelsea at home. They also have a lot of pretty tricky games where they
Bro,
will drop points as
we
well.
struggled against West Ham, Brentford, and fucking Crystal Palace. You really think we're gonna beat those teams? And
Sorry.
after I said we struggled against Brentford, Palace, and West Ham, and now you really think we're gonna beat Villa away? You're insane, Will.
We can beat Villa. I think definitely we have it in
We're
us to beat
not
Villa.
being.
It really depends on the performance.
I
I get
swear
that.
we're
I
not
get
being.
that though, but I get that Dietrich. Yeah, I get that Ange plays too open and
I
stuff like
swear,
that.
I swear, if we have Brennan Johnson or fucking Kulusevski or Timo Werner on the wing, we're not beating Villa.
Actually,
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the
I
way,
know.
guys, I'm gonna give a slightly hot take. I think Brandon Johnson is better than Kulusevski on the right wing. Do
What?
anybody agree with me?
Based on
Brandon
what?
Johnson,
Did you
you look at his
see? Did you see when
you,
he was in front of the net and Son gave him that little pass, and he had
I
a
know
clear goal
that
to
I know
score,
that
and he kicked it so high in the air, like I said on Eugene's stream, it is harder
I
to
know that I
miss
know
that
that
chance as badly as he did than it is to score.
Kulusevski has missed this kind of chances as well before. By the way, it's not.
Not
It's
like that.
I'm not basing.
I'm
I'm
not
not.
saying Kulusevski is great, but that is Johnson
Scotland,
is
Scotland,
terrible.
Scotland. This season we've been agreeing, but that's not a hot take, bro.
It's not a hot
You
Because
take.
think that Johnson is better than Kulusevski?
I'm not saying he is better. I'm just saying like, for me they're equally as bad, bro. They're not
Derek
one is
is
better,
bad.
but they're both shit.
No,
They're both
as a
bad.
winger,
I
I'm
don't.
saying as a winger, if you look the way
And
he
that
played
is
today,
Yeah,
as
but
a
John,
winger on the right, actually, we look much more faster. He was much more agile. He was better at taking his man on the wing compared to Kulusevski actually when he came on.
yeah, but
I was not impressed with Kulusevski's performance as a winger. I think he was releasing the balls much earlier than Kulusevski when he was on the right wing
but
compared to
you're
Kulusevski.
comparing something that you're being a bit unfair. I'll tell you why. I don't like Kulusevski. Everyone knows that. But when Johnson came on, Palace were dead tired. Everyone was tired on the ground. What's his name? Mitchell, I think, was playing on the left. He was tired. So what you're saying
Yeah.
is a bit unfair.
Maybe, but perhaps you may be right. But I think I saw more and a more sort of like what you say, more ability in terms of his crossing. His crossing was also better than Kulusevski, by the way, guys. I think
Oh,
in the in
Bro, the
the
don't see
crossing
that
was
at
nothing
all.
special, bro.
Yeah, it was nothing
sorry.
special as well.
It was nothing special, man. It was
It
I,
was
nothing.
I, I
nothing
mean, I think
special,
the
but
reality
he
is
was much
both
more.
aren't
He was
great.
much more accurate. Like he was picking the man at the right positions.
But
Unlike
Dietrich, though.
Kulusevski, I think Kulusevski
But,
was
but
like
Dietrich,
just
But you
would you give?
compared, but you compared someone that crosses the ball with his right, which is much more easier than the one with his left. In that position, I would rather have a right footer than a left footer. So you're a
Exactly.
bit being unfair.
You're being unfair, but Dietrich, bro, like what? But Johnson, you have to agree that he at least brings pace and is direct, and
Johnson, I swear to God, whoever like made him as a footballer, like as a head coach, he should donate out of his funds to this guy because actually made him like I don't know how he made it in life. He is
I know
such a
I
he is
know
a
his
goat.
shit, Dietrich, but you give him at least credit for giving width in your team.
I will
Something
never
Cole doesn't.
ever I never credit shit people. I will never credit them. I only credit the best of the best, like Van de Ven, Vicario, Poro, Son.
And even Romero too,
Yes, that's
as
true.
well.
Romero too. Madison, I will not credit this guy. Ever since he's having this dead haircut, he's been shit.
What haircut?
okay. But by the way, guys, thoughts on Bentancur. I would like to hear you guys a little bit on that. What do you make of his performance today?
He was good.
Because definitely Bentancur actually saw he came on for SAR, and lately I think a lot of fans were questioning that particular option a bit. Like why Bentancur over SAR when SAR and Bissouma has a good partnership in the of the late. So
Which
any
good
thoughts?
partnership? They lost against Wolves. They haven't been good since the 10 games run. Sar, honestly,
Who?
I'm saying Sar and Basuma, they don't bring anything in the midfield. At least
Yeah, but they
Bentancur,
haven't played.
you
They
saw
haven't played together much lately since I think November. They have only played like one or two games together in
I really,
December and
Bentancur
January.
yeah, and that's why he
Bentancur
should play
starts over
together.
Sar because if
Yeah,
Sar and Basuma are playing together, neither one of them can come back and get the ball from our back four. So that
100%. There you
means
go.
Madison has to come back, or we're terrible at moving the ball forward. So they
There
can't.
you go.
So Sar and Basuma can't play together. Like they cannot play together in this system unless it's at the end of the game when we're trying to see the game out, because
100.
neither one of them can take the ball and progress it up the field.
And look, and you saw Bentancur the pass that he made to Son, that Son made the cross to Werner for the one-on-one. Did Sar or Basuma ever done that?
Nope.
Well, there you go.
I
But
don't think,
guys,
and I don't get me wrong,
you know
I
that
don't think Bentancur was great today. I think it's a problem. Our whole midfield is a problem,
I thought he was
other
good.
than Madison. But
Carl, I thought
but even Madison wasn't good today.
I
But
thought he was
I
Bentancur
good.
think
has to
Bentancur
play.
was good. Bentancur was good where it mattered the most. I think like there were some really good moments where
Bentancur
he
gave
scored.
away the free kick for the
No,
goal.
but no, Eugene. I swear to God that tackle that he made, I have no problem because he made the right choice. Because you saw what's
No,
his
that's
name.
true.
No, because
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Romero got burned.
yeah,
He actually
yeah.
got burned by Eze, but he made the right decision. Bentancur, but Vicario fucked up on the for the goal. It's on him.
Vicario, I think he misplanned the wall.
Yeah, he misplaced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Bentancur,
But
honestly,
okay,
one
guys,
last.
have you noticed this stupid thing that we've been going through, right? We don't fucking wake up until we get fucking plummet in the butt first. You can say, what the hell is wrong with us? Or is it
Blame
because
Ange.
our players can't
actually that has
bench
started
for
coming.
long enough?
Sorry, I want to say that has started coming more in this since this January sort of thing. Like when most of the players have come back. I don't know why we are taking. I think we are giving way too much advantage to other teams. I think before the Chelsea game that we had in November, we were more clinical in most of the games that we had. But since that game, I see that we are way more relaxed in the first half. Like that one touch football, I think it's not sort of working in our favor. I think at times you need to
We are
dribble
out of
past your
sync.
opponents and all that. We are missing that.
I think
Blame
the
the
injuries came
manager.
along and we ran out of sync. That's all.
Blame the manager. He's the one preparing the team before the game. He's the one telling them what they should or shouldn't do. It's the manager, bro.
Dietrich,
Absolutely.
remember, right? Wait. Listen, hasn't a lot of our managers said, right? I don't tell them to do that. Remember?
Eugene.
Remember Jose said, I keep telling them to go up, but somehow or another they come back down.
But wait. When Mourinho and Conte said that, I believed them because look who was the leader of the backline, Dyer, and look who he has. What's his name? Ange. He has a better defense, a better midfield, and just forged this suck, unfortunately.
Yeah, but his front line sucks, Dietrich. His front line sucks.
Yeah, but
Jose, Conte, and all of them. I think they had a better front line, but they didn't have a good defense.
Yeah, but nobody
Guys,
tells you to play with
honestly,
two
overall,
defenders.
right, to tell the truth, right, guys, we miss Kane. That's all. A Kane type
Absolutely.
quality player. That's
No, the amount of
no. Everyone, no, I heard I heard a lot of fans say, "Oh, sell him. Don't let him run his contract. We don't need him. We have Son. We have this."
the thing is that we had to sell him. Levy ain't gonna hold on to him and let him go on a free. Right?
Look,
The logical choice was to sell him, right? But
Okay.
we never do the next logical choice is to get his quality type of replacement. That is the flaw of our
okay.
club.
But we're missing more than just Kane. We're missing Kane and another forward player, like we talked about in your stream, Eugene. A player on the wing that can beat a man, that can create chances, that can do
yes,
something.
Spurs,
Because
Spurs need to
when we're doing your horseshoe, like you said, one of the reasons is because we get it out to the wings and they can't do anything other than pass it back. It gets out to the wing and our players can only pass it back. They can't beat a man. They can't create anything. They just do back pass, which is why we have your
But that
horseshoe.
has been the problem, Scott, for all the managers, not just
No, I
Ange.
didn't. I'm not saying that. It was a problem when we had Son and Kane. How many times we had Bale, who was at the end of his career when he came in, he was a decent player to play with them. Other than that, we've always been missing that. We've always been talking about we need somebody else to play with them. People got excited when Kulu first came, thinking that he was the player, but he wasn't because he couldn't do anything on his own. The only time Kulu was able to produce from Kane and Son were also 100%, also 10 out of 10. But if they fell off, then Kulu was invisible. We've been lacking that for longer than just now, but it's what we need. We need two new attacking players, quality Sun level, not necessarily Kane level, but close to Kane's level. Not Johnson, not Kulu, not Gill, not Werner, but quality top level players.
Spurs should sign Ivan Tony, bro. He has like a year left in his contract. You could get him for maybe 50 million. Yeah, that would be the minimum.
I wouldn't touch Ivan Tony. I would say go spend the money on Dusan Vlahovic, Chiesa, and another left winger.
Chiesa's
Actually,
injured.
Dusan Vlahovic, we have a really good chance to get him because he has actually demanded Juve to pay him 250K a week. And we have recently offloaded like some of our big wage players. We can actually afford his wages now. So why don't we go for a striker like that's the amount I think we were paying Kane as well. So like just get rid of I think like Ndombele if you can, because his salary is around there as well. Get Dusan Vlahovic because he wants that sort of money, and Juventus can't pay because they have the FFP rules that are not allowing them, and I think their financial situation is also not good.
They want to sell Chiesa and Vlahovic. You should be all over it. You should be at Juventus training ground saying, "I want the decent players right now."
Exactly. And we still have the Paratici.
Paratici, you can talk to Paratici.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Like, why can't
we as fans can say that go sign this player, go sign that player? In the end of the day, right, we all know that we don't sign no shit players. We are fans, right? So it's the club.
Actually, the Vlahovic one, I can see that sort of happening if Juve drops their asking price below like 60 million, but they will ask definitely above 60 million for Vlahovic. And the reason why I can see that happening is because
Okay,
Daniel Levy has.
my question is to you. Would you take Vlahovic for 80 million?
I would take it if I were to pay my, like, if I had 80 million and I have to buy Vlahovic, I would do that. But I know Levy won't.
I would
Yeah,
take
Levy wants to
Vlahovic.
spend 80.
If they said £100 million for Vlahovic, I would take him.
Exactly.
Even up to 100 million, he's worth it. But
Like,
but
I personally think that Vlahovic is one of the most underrated strikers in Europe. He's the perfect guy to play in any
very
system.
Okay,
underrated.
next
Perfect
question,
guy.
I
guys.
don't.
Can Vlahovic play Ange ball?
Yes.
Of course, 100%.
Of course he can. He
He's
can.
not perfect for it, but he would work. I mean, he's better than what we
Because
have.
when
There's
he was
better
a
players, but we can't get them. So
because I've
He's
watched
fast. He's fast. He can
no
take on a man. He's built. Why
'cause
not?
I've
I
watched
don't
him
see the reason why he can't.
because I've watched Florentina when he was playing there, and Florentina, no lie, they play the same way as Ange, like
Yeah,
attacking, like
Florentina plays
football.
football.
So and he scored many goals, a lot more than he did at Juventus. So clearly he can play
Yeah,
football.
yeah. Florentina
Even
don't
in
play haram
Juventus
football.
this season, his season has not been bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just like it just doesn't suit him. That low block.
Yeah, that
I,
doesn't.
yeah, for Juventus, that system is not the best for him. But like,
This season alone, guys, he in 23 games, Vlahovic has 15 goals. Like, I know people were saying that he's not good enough and all that BS. 15 goals and 14 assists. It's like 19 goal involvements in 23 games. That's terrific.
that's absolutely great. But Dietrich's though, like to save for Levy's perspective, would it be cheaper to sign a player like Eli Wahi from Lens? Do you think he would suit the bill?
But it's not like I don't want. I know that I know. I've watched him play when he was at Montpellier. I think he's a good player, but for me, like honestly, like I know people and they're gonna disagree, but I would just sack Ange and go get a manager like Inzaghi from Inter. Cause you see what he's doing. He's actually no. I'm not even joking. He's building the best Inter team that you will ever see in your life. They're gonna out. They're gonna break the points record. They're gonna break the wins record. They're gonna do
And
everything
that
with not even like I'm not even world class players. They just have a
exactly.
top manager.
Plus even apparently Spurs even spend more money than Inter. You know.
Yeah, you look at the defenders. You can say we're arguably the same. Fullbacks, we have better fullbacks. We just need a midfield like theirs, and the two strikers they have, and we have a better goalkeeper. Just
Okay, so in midfield, I think you'll replace Bissouma. I think definitely Bissouma needs an upgrade that position. I think Bentancur more or less he's there. He just need to pick up his form now.
well,
Uh,
I can
after
name
that,
you. I can name you any midfielder that plays like Basuma. For example, Kone, that plays like Gladbach.
Yeah.
He is the
uh-huh.
exact same player, and he's like
Who's that?
Manu
What
Kone.
to Kone?
He plays for
Uh,
Borussia
can one
Gladbach.
person say, can one person say that? I couldn't hear.
Kone, Kone.
Kone.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's a lot of players that can play like Basuma, or even what's his name, or go break the bank on Paulinho from Fulham.
Or Palinia, bro. He would offer more. But like, do you think Bissouma is kind of a luxury player?
No,
Like,
I'm gonna say it, and a lot of people are gonna call me racist, but he's the definition of the African player. Good on patches, but can now stay consistent or has a good work ethic. That's why African teams never win. Because we have players like Basuma, unfortunately.
yeah, but to be fair, like a lot of top midfielders, like especially in Europe too, like are laid back and don't do most of the running. Like even Xavi wasn't a running merchant.
Yeah, but Xavi had the IQ, he had the work ethic, he always ran when he had the ball. When you have Basuma, he just like he thinks he's
Guys,
good, he's better than what he
I
is.
think I see what our problems our players have. You said that word just now, the IQ, the football IQ.
He's not there.
That's why they're so bloody boring.
I think one thing is that plus I think a lot of our players they lack, that trickery in football, like that extra bit of skill that you
Oh,
have to sort of like to sort of like outplay. Like today, I think the way Eze took that free kick, he really spotted where the gap was. Our players that we always buy, they are way too predictable in my opinion. Like we don't have that precision and that uh,
Elias, Elias,
deception in our game.
you don't even need skills in football. Honestly, you don't need skills. One thing you need, if you have the vision and like no, and you have the quick response, I'm not even joking. You can become a phenomenal player. Just look at what's his name, Wanyama, for example. Didn't have the skills, didn't have the
I agree.
passes, but one thing he had a brain.
No, I'm saying as a team, you need to have one or two players who can be a bit more deceptive with their style of play.
Okay,
Otherwise,
guys.
you're way too predictable as a team.
Because
Okay,
look,
hold on. Wait. Isn't Madison supposed to take over that role?
boy, he's not good enough.
He's not a deceptive player. He's a creative attacking midfielder, but he's
But
a
he's
way
not
more
even
straightforward.
but he's not even creative. That's the problem. He's not even creative.
And I told you, like,
Uh,
Dietrich's, like, did you, like, realize that I told you that Madison has inconsistencies and is injury prone,
no,
right?
he's not injury prone. That's just a lie. That's a lie. One problem he had a good spell. He was creative. Got injured, came back, and this guy thinks he's a bad boy. Like he's gonna fight every player on the field. Focus on your game. You haven't been good enough. You don't shoot. You don't pass. You don't
But
cross.
he didn't do that, Dietrich. Like, what are you talking about? Fouling every place.
No, I'm saying fighting every player. Every game, this guy wants to keep up
Madison is
with
like this,
everyone.
right? Hold on. Matrix, Madison is like this. This trend is like this. The Leicester fans have warned us. He will play a very good patch of games, like 10, 12 games, right? Then he'll get injured.
And then
He's
it takes
off form.
time for him to come back.
And it'll take him some time to readjust again. And yeah, it'll take him time to readjust again. It's slowly
Yeah,
coming
but
back.
that's a very
Glimpses
natural
today,
thing, Eugene.
right?
Eugene, that's a very natural thing. Young players, I mean, no, he's not necessarily young,
He's
but he's still in
26.
a way young.
He's
They
26.
Yeah, in a
26
way,
is not young, bro.
yeah, it's not that young. It's like he's a
But-
middle-aged player,
Guys,
a year
that's
older
what I'm
than.
saying. What I'm saying is this type of quality do we need to succeed? We need better quality than that. That means that Madison is like this, right? Before we come back to Madison that we saw in the first starting season, it will take us to find someone to have that kind of symbiotic relationship where Madison, well, the time somebody comes in for him, covers his thing. But at the moment, we don't have that. At first, we thought it would be
Actually,
Benjamin, but now we need
I
Benjamin
did
together with
say
Madison.
early on in the
That's what-
season we should sign someone like Eze. Eze, we missed that chance because we were linked with him as well in the summer. We were linked with Eze. Like Eze is that kind of player who like you. If let's say Madison is having a rough patch or like he's not figuring the form, I think we need to put in some competition for Madison as well because currently he's the only one. Or if he gets out, you only have Lo Celso. Lo Celso is not good enough either.
Yeah, but you saw more consistency with Lo Celso
I
before he
was
got
asking,
injured.
I was asking Scott. I was
Sorry?
asking Scott, guys, don't forget. Eze, no, I'm telling you, Eze is injury prone too for the time being.
Yeah,
At a
exactly.
young age. Right? I was asking Scott earlier, would you pay 70 million for Eze?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Actually, guys, to be honest, I think today the problem was not so much so of us losing the ball too much. The problem I think clearly lies that we need to address our frontline problems. I think we need one right winger and one center forward who can actually score goals.
Elias, I don't rate the front line, but you know what was the main issue? The midfield. The midfield doesn't create, doesn't defend, and doesn't shoot or score goals or assist.
Exactly.
1-0 Villa.
1-0 Villa. It's gonna be
1-0
like
Villa.
Hmm.
Who
Watkins
scored?
scored.
Villa
Watkins.
game is on. Okay.
Luton versus Villa. Has it been allowed, by the way, the goal?
Yeah.
Looks like it. I don't see why they'd pull it back.
I'll check later because I'm not watching the game.
See,
Like, there's no reason for no.
By the way,
There's
now
nothing. They can't call it back.
now we have a game in hand also, right? Because we didn't play last week.
doesn't matter. We're still gonna lose against Villa. So
I think we can beat Villa. To be honest, I have a feeling we can beat Villa. The reason why I think we will be away, and that sort of game does put a bit of pressure on you. It's like a six pointer. We won't play like how we played against Palace
Okay.
today, taking them easy.
what
We will
is
play with pressure, and I think we'll beat
what
them.
is the main issue of our front line this season?
Lack
Not
of
clinical.
Guys,
It's not
and it's so glaringly clear, right? We don't have a striker who can hit the ball in. Right?
No, it's
We
not
don't even
even.
count
that's-
Richarlison.
It's not
Shit.
even It's not even scoring goals. The main issue we have our front line. They can't stay onside. They
As
can't.
well.
And then when you look at Villa, they're the best team at catching teams offside in the league. And knowing Werner, he's gonna be offside at least 10 times that game.
Werner hasn't been the one going that offside though.
Oh, he did this game 3
Today
times.
he did. Today he did. Yeah, once.
No,
Not
3
twice.
times. 3 times.
Guys, today, to tell the truth, right? It wasn't the problem of us losing possession. It wasn't the problem of us being offside. Today's game, the problem of today's game was, right, we were playing horseshoe football. You get what I'm saying? Not? Back, forth, left, right, back, forth, left, right, up, down. So it is boring.
Dietrich, how did Werner get offside thrice in the game when we only had 2 offsides in the entire game? What are you talking about?
Okay, 2. I was close 2. And the 2
But
times
But
it was
one of them was Werner. One of them was Werner. Then on the other side, there was one that Son was also offside.
no, it's
Those
Werner
only ones.
twice.
It's when I was
Because like
had
once they raised the flag and he didn't touch the ball. I remember. So actually twice.
actually twice, bro.
There
But
was one
lads,
Son offside as well, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
Son of-
Technically, it should be 3, but he didn't touch the ball, so they're gonna count it twice.
it's twice. But these tricks though, don't you think that this is what happens like when you play this like gung ho football like hell for leather? Like will you take the
Minerals,
rough
hold on. What gung ho football? There wasn't no gung ho
That's what I was
football.
gonna say.
Please,
Boom.
Spurs are playing horseshoe football.
I respect more
Gung-ho
manager when they take the.
First 10 games were gung ho football. After that, we were shit.
I will
You're being
respect
like
more
shit.
manager. The more the manager.
Yeah,
if
but
it-
Eugene, you guys need to realize that we have had a we like this is something that I'll give him give Ange the benefit of doubt as well. He came in, he had a really good run. He had an impressive run, by the way. Since the Chelsea game, I think he has been struggling every other week. He has been having injuries, and he has not had a good starting 11. But now you can see that things are starting to take shape. Do you know that in the
Every
last-
team has injuries. I don't want to hear any
I
more
agree. I agree.
injury
Scott,
nonsense.
listen.
Stell
listen.
posted that on his right. Stell posted it where it said everybody's injuries, and we were far from the top. I think we were like the 6th or
No,
7th.
we are second. We are second.
No,
we are.
Stell, it showed the amount of games played. There were teams that had or minutes or whatever it was. We were at like 970, and there were teams that had over 1,000.
They had more
We're
injuries
not.
than us.
I'm not hearing any more baloney about injuries. Stop. No team
Okay, no,
other
it
than
does.
maybe
Despite
Leicester,
the
that one
injuries-
miracle season,
Listen.
goes through a season without injuries.
Exactly. Injuries happen in football, less. And
Hold
that's
on.
the thing.
The one that Stel put up, I'm actually gonna put it up as well. Okay, we had 4th most injuries in the entire Premier League. The teams that had most above us is Brighton, Manchester United, and Newcastle, and they are all struggling as well. By the way, so this is
Elias.
What
Did we
the
force-
4th most by what? There were other teams that had over 1,000, and we still had only 900. There was more than 4 teams. We might have had like the most. There was like
no. They
27
lost.
injuries.
They
Who cares about
lost more days. No, they lost more days, but they had less injuries or the same amount of
Yeah,
injuries.
so that's more important. If I have guys who are injured but they're out for one game, who cares if I have 10 guys out for one game and you have 8 guys out for the whole season? That's way more impactful. The days is the more important than how many actual injuries you have, right?
That's true.
No days lost.
Guys, I'll take Emery, you know.
Yeah.
Emery's a better manager than Ange.
I won't take.
Yeah,
it.
he's a better manager.
Even the Wolves manager is a better manager than Ange. I swear to God, he is.
The Palace manager is a better manager than Ange.
That is a fact too.
I know Andrew's limitations, yeah, but I'm gonna play a bit of devil's advocate, Dietrich. Don't you think you have to take the rough of the spoon with with the rough, with the smooth, because of his gung ho style of play, or, or it's not good enough?
Oh,
We're not
right.
playing a gung ho style though. We're not. That's what happened. We kind of did at the start, and even then, I don't think we played a really that.
By the
much.
way,
Okay.
do you know one more thing? In the last 10 games, after City and Liverpool, we have had the most points actually compared to any other team.
But it doesn't matter, but we're not playing well.
It does. It does. It does. Hold on. It does
No.
matter. So if you say that since injuries we have
Of course,
not
it does
been
matter,
better.
right? It's a top 4 race.
But look. Okay.
No, hold on. If it does matter because those two teams didn't have as many injuries as us. Firstly, secondly, we have been saying that okay, now Ange has a better team already. Why can't he perform now? He is performing actually, but those few games which did cost him that era, it's the only patch that is costing us the season actually.
Bro, we're not keeping clean sheets. We're not winning games on the long run. Every time it's a win, loss, draw. Win, loss, draw. That's our form this
Roller
season.
coaster.
It's a roller coaster, but it's not good. It's not good, but we're doing. Even if you say we won that many points with that many injuries,
All right,
doesn't
guys,
matter.
I'm going to give you a question. Okay, let's say if this roller coaster, right, started in the beginning of the season, right? And then we picked up and went on a run. Would it make a difference?
Yes.
Or maybe Andrew
A bit,
would be
a
sacked
bit.
by then.
Actually, we didn't lose a game. We didn't lose a Premier League game since that Brighton game we lost on 29th of December.
We lost
And
against
after that,
Wolves.
after that we lost against now in February. So between December to January,
We lost against
in
City in the FA Cup.
in the FA Cup, I'm saying Premier League.
I don't care. It's still a game.
It's
Still a game,
Premier
bro.
League.
Okay, and
It's
we
Premier-
drew. We drew against Man U. We drew against Everton.
Yeah,
we
Too many
what-
draws, guys.
And both those games we were not good in. That Everton game was terrible.
Yeah.
The Everton
Brentford-
game was fun, bro.
Brentford.
And
we
you
were
guys
losing-
couldn't beat Man United.
No, we wouldn't. Brentford, it was lucky because I don't know what happened in the second half. What's his name? Thomas Frankie decided to change his formation, and we won. So
For fuck's sake, that game we played with Ollie Skip in the midfield.
he's still better than
I-
Bissouma this season.
Yeah, exactly. Like we played with Ollie Skip
They
in
did
the
the
midfield.
for the season. But
At least
Dietrich, I keep
But honestly, Bissouma, I swear I will rip up his contract. I don't like him and Sarr. Arguably the two worst African players I've ever seen in my life.
oh
Who?
Bissouma and Son.
Sarr is not good.
Sorry, Sar and Bissouma are the two worst African players you have seen in your life.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I
Come on,
swear to
bro.
God,
Have you seen Caicedo at
Caicedo's
Chelsea?
not
Have you seen
African.
Timothy Atiba, bro? Have you
Caicedo's
seen
not even
Timothy?
African.
Caicedo's South American, buddy.
Caicedo's not African.
Oh my goodness, DJs, you're being a bit. Have you seen?
Okay, name me a worst African player in the midfield.
Let me
Caicedo is
give
one.
you.
Caicedo is definitely one for you.
Caicedo's not African. He's just black. He's not
Caicedo's
African.
African.
Where is he from?
He's
Ecuador.
from Ecuador, buddy.
Ecuador. Okay. What
Ecuador's
other
in-
African?
It's not in Africa. It's in South America.
Bro, you can't even know geography, Elias.
What's the other guy? Jaloba. He's quite bad.
Who?
Yeah, Chalobah. Trevor
Chalobah is
Chalobah.
bad.
He's from
Chalobah?
Sierra Leone. He's from Sierra Leone, Dietrich.
Chalobah? Are we talking about the Chelsea defender?
Yes, he's from Sierra Leone.
No, he represents England. And he's
No,
Wait,
he's a Sierra Leone player. No, he doesn't represent England.
Wait, who's Chalobah?
Trevor Chalobah, that guy.
That plays for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's from England. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's from
But he's
Sierra
African.
Leone.
No, boy, he's black, but he's English. And he's a
Let me
defender.
check.
He's not a midfielder, bro.
Okay, African midfielders in Premier League. Let me just pull up the names, then I'll tell you who are the worst one.
Yeah. What's his name? That plays for Brentford is better than Sar and what's his name at Bissouma.
But he's not a midfielder. I think he's a
Yeah,
winger.
he's a midfielder from Congo.
Yeah, he's a midfielder for Congo. He bust on my
Okay.
back.
Okay, what's that? That player from Brighton, the Balaba. He's quite bad.
No, he's better than these two idiots.
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
not. Dude, the guy doesn't even start regularly on Brighton's starting 11. What are
If
you
he makes
talking about?
if he makes the Brighton team, he is better than these two idiots.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even make the Brighton starting 11.
Okay,
Bissouma
name,
used to start for Brighton.
They do all the
wait, I can't. Call your Wi-Fi.
This guy, Jeffrey Schlupp, the Palace guy as well, he was quite bad.
Yeah, Jeffrey Schlupp is bad. He's Ghanaian.
He's bad as well. Even the other guy that plays for Bournemouth, Semenyo, he's quite bad. Lemina from Wolves, that guy is quite bad.
No. Lemina shits on those idiots. Lemina shits on Bissouma and Sar. That's a lie.
Lemina is actually Wolves' best midfielder.
The Doucouré, he's quite bad.
Doucouré?
The
Sheikh
Doucouré, the
Doucouré.
Palace Doucouré, Jake
Palace.
Doucouré, and even the Everton Doucouré, both of them are quite bad.
No. Everton Doucouré is better than Bissouma and Sar.
No, they are not.
Yes.
Sorry.
Scott,
your
you're
Wi-Fi.
breaking up.
Scott, you're breaking up, bro.
Scott, your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi.
You're a stormtrooper, bro.
Then that Sheffield guy, the Ismaila Koulibaly, he is not good. Definitely not
He's
near.
okay. He's okay. He's
No,
not
he's
bad. He's okay.
So everybody else is okay. Like seriously.
No, just look player by player. Sar is not a good passer. He's not a good shooter, and he's not a good ball carrier. Bissouma, except beating the press, he's not good at anything else.
What about Thomas Partey?
Partey shit on him too.
I thought you hated.
Okay,
I thought you guys hated. I thought you hated Partey.
No, I don't like Declan Rice.
Oh, why do you like Partey then?
Because he's a top class midfielder. Unfortunately, he's always injured.
Oh, but Dietrich though is Amala better than Bissouma?
But I'm not a shit. No, he's not.
Oh,
Who?
No, he
Amala
plays,
from
Valencia.
Morocco. Valencia.
Even what's his name? Abner Bud is better than.
But Dietrich, there are many players who are worse than Bissouma. Like Bissouma, guys, he is still better than many. I don't rate him like really highly, but to say that they are like the worst midfielders in the Prem from Africa, I feel.
Bro, you just name me Lamina that is better than him, and Doucouré that is better than him.
Doucouré is not better. Doucouré is not better than him.
Is
Sorry.
better than these two. He is.
Both the Doucouré, the Everton Doucouré, and even the other Doucouré who plays for Palace, the both of them are not good. Then
Doucouré, the one that plays for Palace, is better than these two.
No.
Yeah, he is.
He isn't.
And that's why Liverpool.
Even today he didn't play. I think today, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't.
No, he didn't play because he's injured.
Yeah, he didn't play today, but I don't agree.
No.
I think it's a bit too hot of a take.
I soon have to go, but
Guys,
I'm just telling
I
you
think
guys.
do you think if we buy Ollie Watkins, right, it will help our forward
Of course.
problem?
No,
Of course.
no, he's not good. Not good enough.
They're better than what we have, but definitely not worth. Like I think Villa are gonna ask for
You see?
70-80 million because he is homegrown, but it won't
You
help
see?
us.
That's
So,
why
like,
we
not
have.
worth it.
That's why we have managers like Ange, because people rate mediocrity. As
Yeah,
Bissouma and Sar, are they supposed to? Would they make the Pochettino 11?
Yes, depending on who he has in 11. If he has
No,
Oli Skip
11.
and
I'm
Ulrich
talking
in his
about the prime 11 with Dembele and Wanyama.
Yeah, of course not that 11. Yeah.
Okay, we can continue with Van de Ven and Romero make it over Van again and Alderweireld. Maybe, yes. You can.
May no, I don't think they will.
Yeah, they can. No, you can make an argument. You can. Is Danny Rose better than Udoki? Yes. Poro, is he better than Walker? No.
Dietrich, weren't you the one saying towards the beginning of the season? I even got a stream where you were saying that imagine Bissouma with Dembele. You were really rating Bissouma. What happened suddenly? You flip flopped a bit.
No, because he was good, but honestly, I was just calling the moment. He's actually not that good. I was calling the moment.
Okay.
For
So
me,
now,
though, if you
what makes you think that now you are not caught in the moment suddenly because of the bad run?
because I've watched him enough under Conte, I'm seeing the same patterns every time.
How much you have watched Bissouma under Conte, by the way? He played like 3 or 4 games under
No,
Conte.
Conte was taking the piss. I was like, oh no, he's going a bit too far with that Bissouma. And every time I watched him play, I see the deficiencies. This guy is not good enough.
Do you think he's bad defensively? Do you think
Yeah, he's
defensively
bad.
that
He's bad overall. He's not good. He's not a good ball. He's not a good assister, and he's not a good defender.
Okay.
So I'll take
Uh,
Watkins.
okay. I'll take Watkins over this shit, but definitely not over Vlahovic. Like if I have to choose between Vlahovic and Watkins, I'll take Vlahovic.
But
But let me agree.
we're top six team that we're trying to challenge for a title, and we're talking about fucking Watkins and Basuma.
I think over Bissouma, if somebody I would likely take is that Wolves guy. Is it Wolves guy or Fulham guy? Polinia. Polinia plays for now Wolves or Fulham?
Fulham, he plays for Fulham.
Fulham. Yeah, I'll take him. Definitely, he's the great number 6.
Bro, we will never improve if we have mediocrity like Sar in this team.
Sorry, mediocrity like who?
Like Sar,
2-0.
Pape Sar.
Yeah.
2-0 Villa.
Watkins,
Fuck.
2 goals.
And I'm pretty sure even Scottham agrees with me with Sar that he's not good.
At least you know how to beat the offside trap, right? We got players who are
I
stupid.
think Sar has a place on the team. I don't think like people talk about how he's amazing, how he can cover all this space, but I've said it before. He's so limited on the ball.
There you go.
And I know he's one time scored a goal that we have to now imagine that he's Harry Kane levels, but he's so limited with the ball, and you can't do that anymore. You look at the teams that have the most success. I know that it used to be in the past you could have that destroyer defensive midfielder who didn't have to play the ball. It doesn't work anymore. The reason why Rodri's amazing and City are amazing is because he can be on the ball and he has no problems at all. Again, Conte when he played for Chelsea and when he played for Leicester and Liverpool when they had Fabinho, right? You can't play even Arsenal. We hate to say it with Declan Rice. You can't play anymore and be competing at the highest level with players who can't be trusted with the ball.
There's a
Sar
big
cannot
difference
be
between
trusted with the
Sar
ball.
and Rice.
Look at Vidal, for example, legend of the game. If he plays now, he would struggle.
Guys, Sar has only started playing in Premier League this season at like.
I don't care,
as a
bro.
regular.
I've seen. Look how.
But that's what I said. There's a place for him on the team. If he's on the bench, I have zero problem with him being on the bench.
Okay,
He's a
will you make-
useful player for the team. He cannot be our starting midfielder going like for the next 5 years.
Okay,
Some people want to say he's world class. We're great. He cannot be our starting midfielder.
just to make
He's not good.
just to make a point with Sar, would he make the Man City a bench? Yes or no?
I think he will. If Pep, if
I don't.
I'm not
He certainly wouldn't be
Pep-
one of the
Pep-
first guys off the bench. Maybe as the 25th guy.
Well,
Hold on,
so he
hold
doesn't
on.
make the bench.
No, I remember Pep in one of the interviews he himself did say that actually does rate that Sar quite a bit. Like if not
Yeah, and he
for,
said the same thing with Calvin Phillips, and look at him.
but that's Pep. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So
But
for
he
no,
bought Calvin Phillips, by the way, and
We're-
it's just that he would be on he was on his bench though.
for me, if we want to compete against City, I'm looking at the players. If you can make the bench or the start 11, then yes, we can compete against City. It is possible. Van de Ven and all those players would easily compete against City. But then when I look at Sar Bissouma, they would not make the bench.
Okay, by the way, guys, what are your thoughts on Emerson today?
He was actually not bad.
Yeah,
To be
Emerson, he done
seriously,
okay.
guys, you guys are rating all the
He
good
was
players
crap.
bad.
He was utter
Emerson was
crap today.
crap. Sorry,
No, no,
guys.
no, no, no. I'm saying for his level, he wasn't as bad. But if we're talking about in general, he was shit.
But watch how many times the ball got to him and he made it again.
I'm just talking about
We
defensive.
know that.
Defensive work, he wasn't bad.
Maybe, but
I
I
think
just watched the ball
Udoji
go
was bad
and then
today.
nothing
In
and
my
nothing.
opinion, Udoji was quite bad. Compared to Udoji, Emerson Royal was okay.
Udogi was crap.
Well,
Yeah,
Udogi is
Udoji
what
was
he
bad.
is. Great plays and some terrible plays, because that's what he is at this point.
Yeah,
Udogi was shit.
No, he
Udogi,
had some good plays. You watch him. There was times
He
where he
was
took the ball and was the only one who could progress it up the field. But then he
yeah.
came back and he totally missed his man and got lucky that when
Yeah,
he
he was
broke
slipping
it,
quite a
and
bit. Like in the first half, to me, he looks like very unsettled. He was slipping. He was losing the ball. Second half, he was much more decisive. I think that really made the
Yeah,
difference
guys,
as well.
come to talk about slipping, right? What's wrong with our Spurs pitch? We just keep
Oh yeah,
falling
because
down.
quite a few players were today. Like
It's not the
there's something
pitch.
really wrong.
It's not the pitch. It's the cleats. They took the wrong cleats. Simple. You take the right
You
cleats, you will
remember
not slip.
our first goal, the defender slipped. Brandon Johnson got by. Right. There were a few times our players slipped and lost the ball. There's something wrong.
I guess I
And
need
we are
to
the home team. And we are the home team. We should be aware of what kind of cleats to wear when they're playing the game.
Exactly. Like I mean, I don't know. Like I personally felt that it was a bit of nerves in the first game, especially like Madison and Sar. They were the both two I think who looked to me like they were really nervous in the first half. They didn't look
Why?
much
Why
decisive.
should there be nerves? They're professional football players. I don't believe nerves
Yeah,
and all
that's
that.
that's something. I personally think that we need to have a bit of an element of like in a lot of teams nowadays they have. I don't know if Spurs have that. We should have the team psychologists as well who help players deal with like nervous moments and all that. I think that's very important nowadays in the sports. Like I don't know if we have someone who
I,
helps
I,
who
I,
helps
I
players.
don't. I just so I mean, we are just buying. I mean, let's say that if you have enough intelligent players on the pitch, maybe you get an intelligent kind of play we can see. Right at the
Yeah, but
moment,
it all flows
everything
down sort of like from your decision making.
because today, like we go through today's squad that was on the roster for the game, right? You're seeing that the development is there already. A lot of the old players are all being slowly phased out, right? And I guess this is the next few games is going to be our preseason, right? First phase of our preseason before we move on to the summer transfer window. And like I said, the summer transfer window will all tell. Because if Ange goes to Levy and tells him, I don't want this, right? And I want them changed, and Levy can't do it for him, then there will be bigger shows to watch, I guess. Right.
Yeah, true. Actually, I think right now is still that's why I want Judge Ange at this point quite a bit because he has only had like one summer window and two windows and he has done decent job
yeah,
overall.
man.
No, the thing is that okay, let's say we knew the problems in the January transfer window, the players that we
Yep.
needed to get in. We got in Dragusin, right? And we have not even seen Dragusin start yet. Right?
Because
And
Dragusin, the problems that we were having, we did address the problem, but then that problem sort of like got addressed without Dragusin in a way.
so that means you're buying
Romero
Dragusin
and
as a center back and not going to use him as a right back. At least to try it out. He's got speed, right?
Got some speed.
I think the issue is coming more so as like whether he can play as an inverted fullback or not, which I think he can. But I hate seeing Emerson Royal there, but I don't know why Ange is not playing him there. Timo Werner,
That's all
let's
I'm saying.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this January transfer window apparently just the market I think wasn't good enough. But let's see. The summer window is I think going to be the biggest test of Levy and
Summer window will
like
be the
where we
test.
are.
But Royale can't play an inverted fullback. So why do we care if Dragusin can't? Right? Like Royale can't play. He's not doing well as an inverted fullback. So why not? That's what's frustrating to me.
But the
It's
thing
not
is,
like
he's at least a fullback.
I don't. I guess I would rather play a talented center back who has history at playing right back over a crappy right back that we know can't do the job. That's just my thinking. We know Royale. Royale cannot do the job. He sucks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you should
Yeah,
have seen
well,
today my lineup, my lineup listing.
But I don't know why. I mean,
I was
I know
very
why we
excited.
brought Dragusin in case Van der Veen or Romero gets hurt. And really, the problem is we have no extra games because we have no Europe, we have no FA Cup games, we have nothing. If we had those games, I'm sure Dragusin would have started as a center back. But because we're out of all the competitions, we have none of those extra games, or he gets to have minutes. So now your option is to sit Romero or Van der Veen, which doesn't make any sense. We might as well play them, or not play Dragusin at all. And it's like, well, this kind of seems pointless. Why did we bring him in? But at the same time, for the first time in my life, to give the club a little benefit, I'll say if one of them got hurt and we didn't have him in here, we'd all be screaming at him. But I do
Yeah,
think it's tiresome watching Emerson all day go out there.
So
and I
tiring
think by
watching
next week, apparently by next week, Poro is coming back as well. His injury wasn't that serious. He will be back
Yeah,
for the
it's
Villa game.
thing, yeah. So, but okay, guys,
No,
I'm gonna
back
be
to the
about 2:30 a.m. here. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah,
All right, take care.
I'm gonna sleep as well, guys. It's been a very
Bye.
good show so far. Even though we won, I think I feel a bit too depressed. Uh, but yeah, guys, I'll Minros, what you got to say?
Yeah, Spurs are on a learning curve at the moment. That's the thing. And Villa said Spurs are on a learning curve, and the issue the issue is just your attack and midfield. Like Werner, Johnson, their problems, and probably Saab, Bissouma, and Skip and Højbjerg. Yeah, that's just Spurs for you. And Ange sometimes being stubborn. So
Okay, Scott, you got anything to say before we end?
I'll just say, I know, like you said, you feel depressed, and I understand it comes off, and as you know, everybody will say that we're just being negative, negative, negative. But as I said on Eugene's show, I think it's fair enough for us to say we got the win, great, but in the terms of the bigger picture, to point out the concerns we have with this team going forward. And the reality
Yeah,
is there are concerns with this team going forward. We should be able to be honest about we got the 3 points, but still be critical of the things that we're missing. And I think that's all we've really been doing here, right?
I think
We're not
yeah,
trying to underplay the win, but the reality is we want better, and I'll keep saying it. What we want is better than beating Palace. Beating Palace isn't the end goal for us, right? It's nice to do it, and that's fine. But I think what we saw with this game is good enough to beat Palace without some of their key players, not good enough this performance for us to be winning and competing for trophies. So let's take the win, we'll take the 3 points and look to the future. We want better, and that's okay to say.
Yeah, I would like to see like I think 3-0, 4-0 victories, like us keeping clean sheets and actually those kind of victories often, rather than the games where we struggle a bit and then win games like this. I think it's kind of getting like a big pattern. Like I wanted to see like even a 2-0 victory today would have been more convincing than a 3-1 where we score a goal like this. But actually we didn't see that. So that's the part that depresses me a little bit, that why aren't we firstly keeping clean sheets and secondly why aren't we convincing. So I would really love to see us in for that sort of run. Hopefully we can see something like that this season, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But yeah, guys, I'll see if I can do some shows in the middle of the week for the Villa game. Otherwise, I'll be back again next week with a post-match reaction around the same time as well. I think because the game next week also is I think around 11 p.m. my time. Aston Villa versus Spurs. What time is it? It's going to be 9 p.m. Okay, Sunday 9 p.m. Yeah, so I think okay. I don't think I'll do a post match for it. I'll do a pre match because next day I have to work. So I'll do a pre-match show for that, or probably next Saturday. So yeah, big up to every single one of you who came and joined us watching this show, and big up to Mineral, Scott, Dietrich, and Eugene who came on the show. And that's it from me. And see you guys next week. And go on, you Spurs.